Okay, going to go over where the important stuff is on the big payback. We're on this side, so we'll start over here. Here's your key. That's stock placement on these, kind of cool, chopper-esque. But here's your key. That's the silver one. The black one's gas. See here, you just flip that over, put that in, and press down, and then you can push it and it'll lock. So it's just press and push. But this is for the ignition, so let's put that back in here. Let's see, handlebar choke. It's right here. So we'll bring that. It's about 50 degrees. We won't go all the way. Just let's try it there a little bit. Over here, here's your gas petcock. I put a new one on there. The old one would leak out the face, but we'll put it on reserve. I think it may be about there, but we'll put it on reserve. So we got that. We got the choke almost all the way. You can stay on this. And then I'll turn the key on. And then here's our starter. See, I did that up a little bit because you want to hear all those pipes firing. So you'll know your choke's enough when you hear all those pipes firing. When you first heard me start it, I only heard 2. So I just bumped it a little bit and they're all together now. It's just simple things like that. See? They're all firing. So we'll let it warm up. Here on this side, this is your high-low beam. It tells you right there, lights high-low. It's on low right now. There's high. And then your horn's right under that. That's off the front brake, and here's the rear brake. I'll adjust that. We'll let it, like I say, it's in the 50s right now. We'll let it warm up, and then I'll take it up and down the street. Okay, I don't know how new you are to motorcycling, so I thought I'd better mention, I just put the choke down. You don't just want to leave it there. I mean, when you think it's done warming up, put your choke down. If it starts to shut off, you know it's not ready, you can put your choke up a little bit. But I just put it down. We're going to let it warm up just a little more, and then I'll take it out on the street. Before you shut it off, turn your gas. See, it's on reserve now, or on will be this way but opposite. Off is this way. Before you shut the bike off, turn that off like that, can reach around here and turn your bike off. Or you can do it up here. These have, there's a little vacuum here, valve, and it almost acts like a fuel pump. And if you don't, it'll pressurize those carbs a little bit, and then overnight you could get a little gas in your cylinders. So if you turn that off, it pretty much stops that vacuum action. And then in the morning you'll be okay. If you ever forget, one of these cylinders could have a little gas in it. You go to start it up, it's kind of a scary sound because it'll just lock. It'll go, pow! But that's just gas on top, and it doesn't take much. I can fit in the palm of my hand because that squish area is very small up there. So like I said, without getting ahead of myself, but just turn the gas off before you turn the bike off, and that won't pressurize these carburetors, and you'll be fine. And then you see where I did the choke. In fact, there's your choke right there. See it? Those are your shafts on every carburetor. It just pulls out a little plunger that enriches it. And I think I did it about 3/4. I started, I know it's needed a little more because the temperature just a little more. You're fine. These old bikes actually take a little thought process to own. That's why a lot of guys like them. They like to be, you know, part of the experience. Some of the guys, and I don't want to pick on generations, but some of them just want to find their keys and they're done. That's called posers. But if you like the experience of owning an old bike, these bikes are fun. This bike's fast. In fact, be careful. If you yank on this bike, be careful. You want to keep it straight because this bike had like 80-some horsepower. It's had a stage 1 jet kit and it's been modified a little bit. So you got a lot of horses under you. And there's no weight. This is seat and the steering wheel. So be careful and enjoy your bike.